So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, come on, come on.
Here's Levis to open with a pass. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Like 54! 54, Rita! Wheels! Troy! Tracy! Set.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Like 49!
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On play action, here's Levis. That's deep, looking for Boyd. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Titans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Lawrence. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Like 54. Yeah, Mike 54. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. 20 Rita. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Here's Levis to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Right 5-4.
From the gun, it's Levis. He'll find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and 6. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Out on! Out on! Right 90! Right 90!
Out of the shotgun, Levis. He pulls it in around the 5. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So the two sides going to make that long. Third down and 9. The tight end going in motion to the left. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
First and 10.
Mike zero, Mike Tracy. Set up.
Now Levis. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Mike 4. Set up.
Throwing on second down, Levis. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Mike 13, Mike 13. Set. Diamond. Set up.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
Hey, go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Here's second and 9. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Or 54, Mike 54.
They go play action with Levis. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Right, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
These are 24.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Open. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no
damn.
A 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
Davis heading in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Up the middle they go. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Like 46.
Levis to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Connie. Titans. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
11.
Lawrence now on second down. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That was crazy, man. I don't even know what happened to my cornerback.
Wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Diamond.
On play action, here's Levis. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A second down throw here for Levis. And that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Like zero.
From the gun on third down, here's Levis. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Levis to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings us second and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Heroes down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Hey, let's go, reload. Reload, let's go. 54 Rita, son.
From the gun, it's Levis. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the set. Hey, run.
Davis going in motion. On 1st down, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Whip, 23. Silver.
Lawrence. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Red on red. Great job.
A handoff here, up the middle. There he goes, inside the 30. Ah, strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Let's go.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will get into the end zone. Trey Palmer, touchdown Jaguars.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Levis to throw it here on first down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through. And yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Lisa 24. 11, again.
A first down throw for Lawrence. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hey, hey, hey.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Take right open, open. Take right open, open. Here we go.
Second down, Lawrence. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up to third and 3. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Diamond. Like 0.
The drive will start on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
On first down, Levis. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Like 54. 22 Linda, 22 Linda. Set.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. He's going to tuck it and go. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Like 54. Yeah, like 54.
To throw is Levis. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Hey, mayday, mayday.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Like 24.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down here. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Diamond. And 24 Linda, Zach Green, Green. Here's down, 90 down, 49 Rita. Set.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
their own 49-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
Now Lawrence. He connects with Palmer on that one. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let it go deep left sideline. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is second touchdown.
That's wild, but they gonna do that.
Touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Stand up. Mike zero.
On first and 10, here's Levis. Fires left sideline. That is complete. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Mike 5-4. Mike 54 Arena. Short.
Levis to throw on first and 10. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Hey, run. Silver.
They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's second and 6.
Hey, go. 30 left. 13 loop.
Here's Lawrence. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Jaguars. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Tracy, so that's like 13.
From the gun, it's Levis. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And like 13, like 13.
On second down, Levis. Open man, he's got Boyd. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
This one downfield for Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Levis. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Titans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Big 2-point conversion now coming for the Titans.
Hey, mayday.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Levis. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40.
The score, Jaguars 42, Titans 34.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Rip, 23. All right, here we go. Set. 11.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Go, let's go. 30 left. Hey, I'm done. Same right.
They'll drop to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's caught. And he will score again. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
29's down, 22 Rita. On, like 40.
On play action, here's Levis. Now a shot here, deep middle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up now for second down.
Diamond. On, like 90.
Here's Levis to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
First and 10.
Lisa 24. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Here we go, sir.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their second. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
Hey.
Lawrence now on second down. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On red. Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9.